And howdy doody. We're
Yeah.
here.
What's happening?
What is happening? Are we having fun yet? Are you having fun yet?
Yeah,
How's the Pocket 3?
I'm having fun.
Well, we
Having
found out
fun.
one thing about it.
You what?
We found out one thing about the Pocket 3.
What was that?
It tracks four-legged dogs better than two-legged.
It is. It's a lot of fun for sure.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch his video on the Pocket 3 tracking feature.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things with exceptionally good tracking, and it's just kind of cool. The old Pocket, I mean, has pretty dang good tracking. I mean, it immediately finds your face, but as far as tracking objects, that's a different story. Or tracking something other than a human face, and to be able to find an object. Basically, a dog's like an irregular object. So I think that's very interesting. Very cool.
Well, let's say hello to the gentleman in the chat here. East Coast Roads got here first. Lone Star, that's me. Random, that's you. Gentlemen. Oh, he must be talking about the guys in the chat, because obviously he's not talking about us. Emo Possum, watching from the office. It's too cold to go outside to go out and go home up there. And we got One Vision Ariel. Hey, Dustin. Yeah, happy Halloween. And Mr. Lee McCready. Howdy, y'all.
So it sounds like we got a little bit of mic feedback or some
Mic feedback.
electronic feedback of this is a small amount of something. It's like a little bit of sound.
Well, let's ask the fellas in the chat. Is there any audio issues? If somebody could confirm or deny the fact, I'd appreciate it. And we got Russell. Good evening, sir. So wait and see if anybody has sound issues. Well, everybody seems to think sound is fine.
Yeah, I can hear you, but there's some.
You see, I got my poster back up. Been playing around a little bit. What's my framing too? How do you like that?
Looks good.
And you using the Pocket 3 for your webcam today, or you installing your Logitechs?
Oh, I'm this is the Brio still. I didn't have a chance to set it up. I wanted to. I didn't have a chance to. I'm still au naturel. I can easily set it up.
I don't have a 3D printer running. I don't have anything running here.
That's the sound I was saying. It's definitely a mic sound, but
a mic sound.
It's like just a teeny bit of just a teeny bit of feedback. It's not loud. It's a where you get just a little. I don't know. It's sometimes if you have gain issues, but
let's try that one. Reduce mic background noise. Maybe that does something.
Yes. Yeah, I don't hear anything right now, but get closer to the screen.
How much closer to the screen can I get?
I just want to see if that does anything. If your mic location is doing it. There, I don't hear it anymore.
All right.
It's not happening anymore. It's good. We're good. We're not trying to be picky here.
My opinion, neon light. Yeah, no, I don't have neon. That's LED back there. Neon lights are too expensive to run. I'm cheap. I use LED.
I'll do an experiment during our live stream.
Oh boy, watch out.
It doesn't take it doesn't take more than a second to set up to see if it I disconnect the Brio, and so what I'll do is I'll go to my back camera, uh, disconnect the Brio, and then connect that up to here and see what happens. But we'll do that as we're going. Yep, there it's
Yeah,
back.
and today we have no special guest. Um, Taylor Swift couldn't make it. Sorry, guys. I know you're all dying to see her. So, but yeah, I already gave you a warning, but I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant here in a little bit.
Oh, you said that you've got some something on your mind.
Yeah, well, it's after the DJI release, it's before the next DJI release, and the rumor mill is going overtime, and all our no. Everybody has, their little pet peeve project they're waiting to come through for them at this point and thinking that's going to be the next thing, right?
Right.
And one thing that's being mentioned a lot is an Avata replacement, but being sub 250. I don't think, even if DJI comes out with a new FPV system with a drone, I don't think it's going to ever be sub 250. I think the sub 250 is done was the Mini 3, 4, 2, 3, well, 1, 2, 3, and 4 at this point. And no, Mini 3 and Mini 4 already have remote ID built into it. And you know why they have it built into it, right? Because it says Pro on the end of it. Pro meaning professional, meaning 107 users, and 107 users even have to have remote ID on birds under 250 grams. So it doesn't make sense for anybody to buy a sub 250 drone to do FPV work with and 4K, because that'll be 107 work and it's going to require remote ID anyway. So why even bother building that thing? Why do you want to put that restriction on yourself? Was the weight limit? Unless you're going to come out with a non-pro, but I mean, DJI is prosumer.
Yeah.
I don't see why DJI would come out with anything FPV sub 250. I mean, that area is covered right now with the Pavo Pico and the Beta FPV.
But it's not DJI. That's the way they think.
Yeah, but they're all using all three unit. So all those little guys use the O3 unit, which
that's true.
already makes plenty enough money for DJI.
Right, that is true. That is
and they
true.
don't
They're
have
all
to develop
O3.
anything.
Yeah, they're all O3. They already have they already have that technology. They're already making money.
Speaking of which, freaking HGLRC and iFlight need to get their freaking model naming straightened out. One comes out with Dark Knight, and the other one comes out with Drak Knight. I shit you not.
Good night.
Yeah.
Oh my
Good
Lord.
night.
That's funny that nobody's able to make their own idea. It's always let's try to they're always stealing each other's crap. It's
I mean, those marketing guys, I mean, their lingo is different to begin with, but
I'm
yeah.
still here, by the way.
You what?
I'm still here. I'm just
Yeah, no, I know you were switching cameras. So
I'm going to switch cameras and I'm going to put my back camera on here real quick so you can still hear me. You'll be able to see what I'm doing too. So
not like you know what you're doing.
yeah, exactly. I just have to disconnect the Brio and then plug it into this one. I was just trying to get it level and see if it recognizes me. Turn it on. Turn on webcam. Is now active.
Whoa, your sound just went through the roof.
There it is. There is the pocket webcam.
Well, you put your sound over on the pocket webcam too, didn't you?
Set up like the Brio is. It's
Well,
a lot less sharp for sure, a lot less bright. I don't know if that's a setting I can set, but that's Pocket 3 fanboy right there.
Well, but your microphone changed.
And
It's
let's
not
see.
on
I
your.
can do that. Let's see if I can do this. There you go. I just wondered if those functions still work.
Yeah,
you
but
can
there's
see my
some weird with
shadows.
your sound.
Oh, you can't hear my voice. I can't hear you. Why can I not hear you, Kai?
Someone sideways was your sound.
Is it me?
It's you.
Let's do something here. Let's see, Mike. Let's see here.
Well, hello, Andrew. I'll just talk to the fellas in the chat here till you figure out what you're doing.
Speaker. Can you hear? Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, now I can hear you again.
Yeah, and your sound just changed too.
Yeah, it's weird. When I plugged that camera in, it changed all the settings to.
Yeah, and I changed the mic over to the Pocket 3.
Interesting. Yeah, I just let's see. I'll put it back in a minute so we're not dinking around with it. But I just was curious at what default speakers Osmo Pocket 3. That's weird. So it should be right there. It should be my. There. Now I should be on my regular speakers. And I should be. You said do I sound different now?
Now you sound better, but in between you sound like crap.
Yeah, because it was probably picking it up. It was probably picking it up from the, because this mic is way better than that. And then I probably could have wore the mic. I guess that's probably why it does. Is it goes to the. I'm not wearing the mic. So anyway, definitely not. I don't have it set with as much vibrancy. This has got a backlit, and then so interesting.
I'm trying to figure out where this buzzing comes from.
Auto white balance. But anyway,
I am on the right mics.
But yeah, so anyway, I'll put it back in a second. But there's, you're fixing that. But this is like I said, Pocket 3 video, and you can. That's actually not too bad.
So is the buzzing on my side or on Dad's side or on both sides?
I don't have anything to buzz. Everything's pretty much. I didn't have anything connected or turned on until just.
Well, turn off your vibrator next time you come on a live stream, will you?
But there, put it back out there. Chris's side. It's all gone now, but as soon as you plug it in. All right. I'm gonna go back to my standard setup.
You're gonna go back to your standard setup. Go
Yeah.
go back to your standard setup and
while you're just double checking that, and I'm gonna go back to my rear cam. Right there. Here's the observation cam.
Nobody wants to see your rear. Nobody wants to see your rear.
Disconnect. And go back to Brio. I love this Brio. I want 5 of these cameras.
I finally got my shelf back installed, so my camera don't go bouncing every time I bump the desk now.
Yeah, I've got what helped is I put my camera on a separate desk, which makes it a lot easier. So this main camera is just there's that one. So we'll go back. We should be able to turn Brio back on. See, Brio, it kicks ass. I mean, look at that. That's it.
What kicks ass is the Sony that I've got here.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a better lens.
DV1F.
It's a better lens.
This is a good camera.
Right. So it looks like the audio is still set good. But there's nothing else on. I've got just my my regular setup.
Well, if y'all come looking for Halloween stuff, I mean, you're in the right place. This is the absolute freak show right here.
Yes, Halloween. But so that's that is the first time I've ever tried the Pocket on a live stream. So that wasn't too bad.
Well,
I'm not particularly happy with the.
I'm glad we could.
Color.
Take your virginity.
I wasn't happy with the color that came out of that. I don't know if you could correct that. I'm sure on OBS you could.
Jim Stroning is here. Howdy, fella. So, well, looks like the next big thing coming out of DJI is a commercial bird in a box. So it's not foldable arms.
So yeah, so that you've got the commercial thing that's coming out, the drone in a box, but I don't I think DJI will definitely come out with an FPV of some kind. They're going to definitely do something different. They do every year. To say that they're not going to do it is a fool's bet. and they just do it. They just do it because they can, not because maybe they'll do it to dang.
There we go. One vision. Are you gonna be in town for the Lone Star Paracon, whatever the Kling brothers call it, there in January? What's it? January 24. I forget what the date is. But yeah, Everyday Paranormal, aka the Kling brothers, aka Ghost Lab. They're having a get together in January. And we got Lee Beesing lurking. He's got a Mavic 3 on loan. And he's going to inspect cell towers. Now I know why my phone ain't working. Just kidding.
Wonder, do they do they inspect? Do you get paid by the inspection, by the job, or are they? I'd be interested to know how they do that.
I don't know. We'll have to Lee. Hope Lee will chime in here and give us some insights. So, walk snail goggles, the next generation. They're actually on order. They're on back order, but I've placed my order for the new goggles. He says buy the job, $225 each.
Interesting.
So
I wonder if
depends on how many hours you spend on the job.
yeah. So depending on what what your, I guess there's a whole protocol you have to go through. You walk through a certain number of things.
At that rate, it can't be much more than 4 hours on the job before you go backwards on that.
Man, if I have to sit there 4 hours to look at
including draft time getting to and from.
You can't get that kind of flying time sitting there on top of a 1 to 2 hours per site. That makes sense.
Yeah, but then you got charge time and what have you, so you might only be an hour and a half on site, but then it takes you another 2 hours to charge the freaking batteries. Anyhow,
Interesting.
I got, where'd it go? There it is. So in anticipation of the new goggles and everybody saying in the reviews that the strap is crap, I've already ordered me my fat strap for the new goggles. And I don't know why, but Mr. Fat Strap included a second strap for free to test out, and there will be a review coming on that. They put a different battery holder on this thing now. So instead of having this slide on like you have here,
right,
they actually sewn this little pocket on here. And the pocket itself is stretchable material too. So
yeah, it's kind of nice.
That is actually kind of smart. So you still have the give in the strap, even with that battery holder. So
it's just comfortable, than to have the plastic addition or whatever whatever other.
So I just now I'm lacking is goggles. I've got the strap. I just need goggles. So come on, what Cadix? Hurry it up. Get those things sent out. So, yeah, I like fat straps. I like the fat straps. Matter of fact, that's all my other goggles have fat straps on them.
They don't mess around with their prices much. They keep pretty consistent. They're pretty much pretty consistent with their pricing. And
here's the original where the battery just kind of slid in there in this little pocket, and then that thing slid up and down the strap.
Right. Is that Velcro on there or is that removable?
No, it's removable. You can slide it off of the strap altogether. So yeah, this comes.
Yeah, the nice.
This comes off altogether. So
nice
it's just a little. But as the Velcro gives, well, there's a little something in there. There's a little rubberized part in here to keep it from sliding out on you.
A little grippy.
Little grippy part. But Yeah, what do you think of this design?
The the gator
They
skin,
call it Hex Camel.
gator skin. I got to help them with their names.
Yeah. So I'll be playing around with this some more, and I'll let y'all know what I think of the new strap. Now I'm gonna have to buy a different battery for that too, because the other batteries I have for the original DJI B2 goggle battery. Actually, I use that battery on my Walksnail goggles, on the V1 Walksnail goggles too. Yeah. So more to come on the strap issue.
Yep, but FPV season's on the way. At least for the hot climate people.
Yeah, for us the the flying season is just starting. That means right now I'm not even going to go out there because it is flipping cold out there.
Yeah, we're 70 today. We're real good. We're real pleasing.
You're already on the other end of the freaking front, but we're still in the 40s around here.
It just got
I
cold in
don't
the
know.
night.
It creeped up to 61, but yeah,
Yeah.
this morning I was like 44 degrees or something. Yeah, I was.
Yeah, we only got cold at night. That's it wasn't cold in the daytime. We had some wind that came through. A
No,
little bit.
yesterday was cold all day.
Yeah, because that storm I think missed us. It went south, and that's what probably happened. It's that it didn't get up to where we are.
Yeah, for the night it's 38 degrees.
We're getting cold though. We're that cold for sure. I mean, that's our nighttime temperatures for sure.
And by Saturday, 80 degrees, partly cloudy, 8% chance of rain. So it's going to be a good day to fly.
-3, Jim. Holy crap. -3.
Well, is that -3 Celsius or Fahrenheit? He's Canadian, remember?
What's that mean? What's
Their
-3?
-3, their -3 is still 29 or 28.
So, okay, that makes sense. That's cold as crap. That's still cold though. Once you get into the 20s,
Well,
20s a whole
that's the
level.
reason why you don't live in Canada.
20s, once you get to the 20s, it's a whole different level of cold. Yeah, it says
Yeah,
Celsius.
Celsius. See?
But if it just I'm gonna be kind of flipping around with ideas. I've just got things in my head here. I did
You got
kind
things
of a
in your head?
I did a side by side comparison today with the pocket cameras, and I've really been thinking hard at what you're gaining from from the creator, the creator model from one side to the creator model at the other side, and to be quite honest, just looking at the videos clips that I have, and I mean there is a huge argument to keep your pocket too. I mean, just because of I have to see an amazing amount of difference. So when I set up my camera outside, the pocket 2 is knocking it out. I mean, it still works really good, but as far as
Yeah, but I mean that goes for most of the cameras now. I mean, you get a newer model that it not necessarily justifies an upgrade.
yeah,
You
well, I need
know,
an upgrade just because of batteries. I
now
mean,
if you are without anything and you want a gimbal type camera like the Pocket, weigh your options. Do you want the 3 or do you want the 2?
Well, there's the to me the options cost because you can get a Pocket 2 lightly used by somebody because most people don't use their cameras like I use mine. There's just no way. It's kind of a gadget camera, and if you either use it or you don't use it when you're traveling, you don't. Most people don't like. They don't. Always carry their cameras with them. I mean, I throw mine in my truck, and anytime I can pull it out there, I use it. Or if I go out of town, I've got it with me. So I always have it with me, and I'm always messing with it. But if you're not, then
Okay, who's buzzing? Is it Chris that's buzzing, or is it me that's buzzing, or is it both
I'm
of
not
us?
buzzing. I know I'm not.
Oh,
I have
somebody is.
nothing.
'Cause we're just,
I have
Jim's sharing the
nothing.
printer.
Yeah, I have
Justin is
nothing I
saying
can
he's sharing
change.
the, and East Coast is hitting the buzzing again too. So
It, it sounds like it just sounds like a power. You know, it just sounds like like when your gain's high or something, and because I can't. I'm moving things around. I don't have anything. I don't have any electronic issues.
okay, how's that?
Well,
Because I just turned down my game some. No 3D printer going. It's sitting over there, but it's completely off.
yeah, it says that was uncut. It's audio's changed and it's sound like motor noise. And it's just it's an interference. It's like a Bluetooth interference or you know, I'm holding my phone. That's the only thing that I could think of would be interfering. That camera's off. That one's off.
Yeah, I don't have anything on. I even have I have my work laptop off. I've got everything else off.
You're wearing your mic though. You got your mic on your collar.
Yeah.
That's weird. It,
I mean,
yep.
that's where I've been wearing it.
When you touched your mic, it was making sounds. Besides the mic sound.
Well,
Sneaking.
let's do this. Is this any better? Because now I've got the microphone completely unplugged.
Don't hear anything right now. That
So,
sounds like the kind of interference you get with the wireless. But now you're not getting any. I bet you there might be it's a Jim said it's gone. And I don't hear it either. That it might be something to do with the mic and the plug or it sounded like a modem. Now, to me, it sounded like what happens when you have a really a slightly bad connection with a microphone or something. You get that little bit of a. It's not doing it now, so you're good. It's gone.
well,
Yeah. I think I played around with the mic with my wireless, and I was getting some issues, but now you're not.
well, I can fix it the other way too.
It's working good now. Ghosts.
Ghostbusters.
Last year I had some fun stuff. I had fun ghost stuff. When I was at work, I did some fun green screen stuff. I didn't do anything this year. I didn't do any kind of Halloween fun anything.
So how does this sound?
That's yeah. Well, your mic was fine. I mean, I think you fixed it when you got rid of the mic, the
Well,
lavalier.
I just changed mics. I put on old baseball here.
Oh,
The thing that really works.
well, your Your Rode mic was good.
That sounds louder than that. Well, we'll fix that. Hold on. Yeah.
Now I'm louder. I'm one
All
louder.
right. Now,
If he
loud and
turns his up,
proud.
I'm turning mine up. Yeah, now I'm up even further.
Now,
I love this mic because I
well,
can,
just
this mic here, I can switch the gain right from the controller. It's great. I love it.
I found my dad random hat.
I noticed that. I was going to say something about that amazing headwear you got there. Maybe we should be twins today.
We're already being accused of being siblings anyway.
Here, I gotta go the opposite. I gotta go Lone Star. I gotta go there. I gotta clip this, change it one notch. Must have had a haircut at the time. There we go.
Speaking of haircut, I went and got a haircut.
And you got the sticker still on there. You never take the stickers off. You got to leave those on there.
Yeah, no, mine's gone. I don't believe in stickers.
See, I've got anyway. But so you don't, so in recap here, you don't think DJI is gonna try to bury their own product with a new version. How long
It
is
doesn't
the
make
O3
sense for DJI to come out with a sub 250 FPV drone.
So the O3 has been out for how long? It's a little over a year, right? How long is O3? It's been a long time. I know it's been at least a year.
Well, DJI changed chipsets.
Right.
So there is something new on the horizon to go to the 04 system, which the 04 was a change in hardware. Yet somehow or another, the old Air 3 is now receivable on the 04 goggles. Or no, the 04, 03 is on the 03 goggles too. So figure that one out.
Well, I think the idea that, because you're saying with the chipset, they also added another chip for digital video, and that makes the whole thing hot and heavier. So they encapsulated it and then they covered it in green goo or blue goo. And it doesn't seem like they can make their O3 lighter. So whatever they're doing with the 04 chipset, if it's not changed, if they haven't changed the way their two chips are working, because remember Mads Tech talked about their second chip that they added, that they're still not going to make it lighter. That's the thing, is if they're going to make the Pavo Pico, version, they're going to make their light version. The heat's going to be an issue unless they just go with the hotter, the hotter pot,
Wait. Hold on. Hold everything. Change the hats. Steve is here. I gotta act like, Howdy, Steve. Let's, Yeah, I'm important. I got a hat.
I'm trying to do a creative comment here.
A creative comment.
Yeah. I think I got it worked out here. I was working out the logistics of my emojis here.
You have logistics in your emojis?
Yeah. I was gonna add I'm adding the taco.
So you have ghostly
taco
tacos?
ghost. Yes, the ghost tacos. We actually had a discussion.
The ghost of tacos passed.
We had a family discussion over whether we were going to have tacos today because of the nature of the day. We have to do something different. Like we have to make like something like a meatball with little tentacles coming out, so it's theme food. And nobody really wanted to do that. Nobody wanted to take the lead on that because it's Tuesday and everybody's tired from Monday and then finally Tuesday of work. So I think we're still doing tacos. I think that was the final conclusion. Ghost pepper tacos. Oh. But
so y'all don't feel ashamed of hitting the thummy upper button down there, please. If y'all would.
Yeah, if you look back if you can look back in the replay of this, look at the replay and look at both cameras too. Look at the Pocket 3 camera versus the Brio. Right now, the Pocket 3 was way dull. And I don't know if it was a setting in there, but right now the freaking Brio, it's by far the best.
But and then again, it's something that you use the Brio picture. Now you get a different picture from DJI, and like all of us, you're like, I don't know about that. So
I was going to make the change.
Speaking, Steve was talking about the Mexican food at Spin Up. You mean the place that we went to at the Jalisco Corona that we went to after the fact? Yeah, that place is really good. So,
is that what you have? You have Dia de los Muertos?
no, we didn't have no dead Mexicans. No, that is no. After we got all wrapped up with Spin Up, we all went over to a Mexican joint and had dinner together.
Day of the airplane, day of the Spin Up.
Yeah.
Dia de los Drontes. I did finally.
Yeah, I'm going to get fat again. Was all these places? I'm being told about all these places that have different foods, and I got to watch it. Don't want
to. DJI did finally. I didn't tell anybody that I got two pockets, Pocket 3s. I ordered one on launch day, and then I found I see Dobo's video that Best Buy has got them, and I'm like, crap, I didn't know that. I wish somebody would have said something about that. So I look at Best Buy, and bang, there's one there available, and I'm like, well, crap, I'm not going to wait 6 days for. I would have gotten it yesterday, and I've already been using it for 3 days. So anyway, I had two of them. I had one that didn't get backed up. Finally, DJI, I talked to them, and they finally did a. They were really nice about just taking, and they're like, well, what happened to, why are you returning it? I'm like, I have two of them. I only need one. I'm a reviewer, and I needed it faster. And anyway, so finally it showed up yesterday, UPS. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go tell him I'm going to go refuse it. He didn't even come to my door. He stopped. He took the box out, walked with his head down towards my house, and then looked at his little thingamajigger that he carries. And he went, oh, and then he did this. Didn't even talk to me. And then he just walked back into his truck and sat down, put it back in his truck, and he left. I didn't have to say a word. Usually, it's something like that. I mean, anyway. So yeah, so I'm sitting with a big hole in my wallet for two freaking Pocket 3s, hoping that I get that hole back.
Yeah, Acarazo showed up. Howdy, Warren. And Tex Art Strong guy, Michael. And yeah, no, that dinner started out just with Ben and I going, and then eventually the whole rest of spin up start trickling in.
Yeah, you guys are
Much to the distress of the restaurant staff, but they handled it. I mean, they handled it like a champ too, because
you guys
we
started
start
ordering
moving
drinks.
furniture to put tables together, and yeah, we kind of rearranged the joint a bit. So,
That's fun to do, though. People like that.
but
Restaurants get a little. If you're afraid of getting too much business, you shouldn't be in the restaurant business. It's nice when you get a bunch of old guys show up with a pocket of money and wanting to drink a little bit, so you get a big bill. But
yeah, no, I'm still getting used to. You see, I used to live right close to where all this was happening, but they've done some construction up there and changed the path of the roadway, so to speak. And I'm still getting used to all that. It's like, yeah, Hardin Corona is where we went to.
what was it called?
Hardin Corona.
Hardin Corona. And that was in Austin.
Yeah, it's Cedar Park actually.
So how's
I lived in Cedar Park for about 2 years.
so what in your interpretation is Austin, when you were up there, was it pretty, how did it handle the race and all that?
Well, I was only in Austin for that Saturday.
Did it seem
I drove up early and I left late. So I really didn't have any of the traffic to deal with. The
see?
racetrack is actually a good bit southeast of Austin.
Uh-huh.
And there's a separate highway. There's a toll road that, kind of goes around Austin on the east side of Austin.
Yeah.
And, Cedar Park is up like on the northwest side of Austin.
Right.
So when I go, down on the west side. So I don't have to deal with the traffic too much.
What the total intake was for spin up at the restaurant.
They had a good night.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that they had a good night. But I mean, those guys are used to getting swamped too. So
Yeah, they can knock it out. Those
yeah.
Mexican places, they're not
No,
afraid of.
they were happy to have us. I mean, they were smiling and laughing and carrying on. So no, it was not like we're not welcome or anything.
Right, of course.
Some places you show up was 2-3 people and another 2-3 people, and then because we didn't show up all at the same time, we kind of came trickling in.
You're right.
A couple of people here, a couple of people there, and next thing you know, we had 20 some people in that joint.
It was a nice slow build up.
Yeah. So as others left, we snatched up their tables, and they made a big enough table for 20 people to sit on. Seemed like, I don't know how many people they fit on that table, but it got a bit later than I wanted to. I still had a 2-hour drive home, or hour and a half drive home, because my Airbnb chickened out on me. Food was excellent. The food was absolutely excellent. So, and I'm happy to report I found a little Mexican joint around from my apartments here too that is pretty damn good. So
I'm
no, Ben, I think they liked us margaritas were a bit weak. Well, they just saw all these seniors. They're like, oh, we got to take it easy, or they're already rearranging the furniture. We want them to dance on it too. Now we know what happens when we get Michael too many margaritas. So no, it was a good dinner. I enjoyed it. You got to chit chat a bit more, and then yeah, no, it was good. Spin it was good. Unfortunately, it's the last one for a long time. So
It was I remember when the first one happened. I remember watching all the excitement. It was a good time. I mean, it was it's funny how we look back 5 years at the past. you know. It was
James, if you still need a parade of Mexican food, then you definitely not at the right Mexican joint.
get Mexican martinis. Yeah, they're pretty
Yeah.
good. Just what's that? Just a shot of tequila with a trying to think of what
I
you
don't
put
know
in
what
there.
they put in those things, but they're wicked. They'll get to you after a while.
I think I had one at that place over in downtown uh, San Antonio. There was a place we went to. I can't remember what part of town. It was it's a pretty well known place. You might have told me where to go. I don't know. I can't remember. Behind the Alamo somewhere. I don't know.
Behind the Alamo somewhere.
Yeah, back there. There's a. You could walk from the hotel we were at to go there. It's probably like 4 blocks maybe away. Pretty good sized
Oh,
place.
yeah, I know where you went. You went to Rositas.
Rosie, yeah, that probably was what it was good. They had good
Down on
drinks there.
Alamo Street.
Yeah. And of course, we rented our car from Alamo Car Rental. I don't think they're called that anymore.
Alamo, yeah, they screwed me years ago.
So you've blacklisted them. I remember it being pretty good. It was pretty good.
First Friday, okay.
I've been while there's a new Brio 505. I was thinking about upgrading, but I don't think it's better. From the videos I've seen, actually, there's another camera that people are saying is better. It's more like that acts more like a full frame, but I can't justify changing when
Rosario's. That's
Rosaria.
probably where you went.
Yeah,
Rosario's.
yeah. It was a pretty big place.
Right on the street corner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty big. And it was definitely well known. I mean, there's a lot of people there.
Yeah. And it's just around the corner from the place where I go for my First Friday beer garden.
Yeah. Kai, if you're back by the event center, CR Surf and Turf have some excellent steaks and seafood.
Yeah, I'm not up there that often anymore. Yeah, that's North Austin. That's even though I'm on the north side of San Antonio, it's still an hour and a half drive.
Yeah, it's to go get food.
Is that an Oh My God hat? No, that is
It's a quack off hat.
That's a quack off hat. That's the random hat. There you go.
One of my random logos that I randomly did. It's hard. It's hard to design freaking stuff. It's
All their steaks came from one ranch. All off the same old heifer.
but
Speaking of ranch, my daughter, no, this was about a month ago. My daughter invited me for dinner for my birthday, and we went to the Longhorn Steakhouse. And for some reason, I wasn't in the mood for chicken fried steak, which can be pretty good stuff, but apparently not at that joint, because chicken fried steaks looked exactly the same. Which, no, there were two of them on the plate, which tells me that was frozen shit that they're just throwing in it. I only ate one of them, and I was struggling to eat that because that shit was so freaking tough. It sucked. It sucked ass.
My daughter did some fried chicken the other day, and she put this like salady stuff on it. And it was amazing. It was regular, it was flat breasted chicken. She must have filleted out, but she put this breading over it, and then she deep fried it in olive oil, and then they put like fennel and all this other stuff on it, so it had that licoricey fennel taste. And then it was like chopped up asparagus and some other. It was so good. Gosh, it was the hot and cold, the sweet and savory kind of thing going on. She's really getting a knack for. She was trying to copy a restaurant recipe, and she knocked it out. And it was fried. I don't usually eat like fried. You were saying fried chicken, fried steak. I was thinking chicken, fried chicken.
Well, chicken.
I like chicken fried steak. I'll eat.
There's a number of places around here that have chicken fried steak that steak is really good. But unfortunately, that place was not one of them.
Yeah, you can't eat it when it's tough like that.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was also the waiter. I mean, he comes to take our order, and his words exactly were, "Talk to me. What do you want?
Talk to me.
Talk to me." Like, dude, you're in the wrong line of work.
Talk to me. Yeah, I'll talk to you.
So, anyway,
I am. I'm kind of worn out of going out and eating. We don't have a lot of like really good places to eat here. And you have to catch a place on a good day. We have like one place that's kind of unique, and the rest of them are just Utah is the capital of just plain old fast food or franchise food. We just do not have any unique restaurants. There's a couple the only ones you'll get are, of course, are the Southwestern Mex restaurants. And there's very few good ones like that. And everybody wants to do the same thing. Everybody's copying. So it's just, so you have to almost do your own, you have to be good at some kind of cooking. Otherwise you're eating fast food, you're eating, to me, Chick-fil-A is gourmet some nights.
well,
I don't know what about our state. We're like that from top to bottom, from north to south. Just there's people that want to do restaurants, but they don't want to do restaurants. They just want it. They want it to be automatic. They want to put the sign up, bring in customers, and then produce a stamp, a stamped food.
Red Lobster, the McDonald's of seafood.
Yeah. We got one of those, and I've been in it one time.
I actually prefer Sea Island over Red Lobster. I mean, Red Lobster, their biscuits, yeah, they're pretty good, but
Halibut
I
has.
actually prefer Sea Island over Red Lobster.
You at least have water that's somewhat close.
We actually have a seafood place right here, or a seafood uh, retail shop. They have a sister store down in Corpus, and they will send a truck to San Antonio once a day with fresh seafood. So yeah, aren't those the cheddar bay biscuits or whatever they call those things?
Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Yeah, the biscuits that Red Lobster has.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. They're like hush puppies or something, which is another kind of breaded chicken, fish thing.
Hush puppies. I never get the point of hush puppies. I never, you know,
The
potato
name.
croquettes. I get. I like hush puppies. Like, what the hell is this?
What's a hush puppy?
And why am I eating it? Hush puppy sounds like a freaking loafer that you put on your feet. You know. Sounds like a house shoe.
There are so many mic systems now for sale. You can literally just take your pick. I'm just looking through all the stuff and there's 100 versions of the same thing.
Yeah. Speaking of 100 versions of the same thing, I mean, cameras are getting to be the same way now. So.
Oh yeah, exactly. Well, that's why I'm afraid to buy them. I mean, is it that much better? Like
I'm still buying my time and see what comes along for Black Friday specials on the Action 4.
DJI should have put the 1/1.3 in here and just called it a day.
Well, I'm still interested in replacing the Osmo One was the Action 4. Or the Osmo Action 1 was the Osmo Action 4. But yeah, I'm going to see what Black Friday brings for deals.
I mean, I got that brand new Osmo Action, the first one, and it's such a good little camera. And it's like a crime that people are already discounting it. On Twitter today, I got something interesting on Twitter today. I was watching, people were commenting because Apple came out with their M3 chips, chipset, and this guy that I follow on, and he's like, he says it's amazing how over the course of just one day, people have now taken the M2 and said it's slow as it's like working in molasses. And I'm like, isn't that
the truth though?
We forget so fast. Everything. Yeah. This is the best. Crap. The M1 was a leap in technology, and the M2 is just how you make it any better. The M3 came out today, and people are just like, oh my god, it's 50% better than the M2. Same thing with microprocessors, with Intel processors, the same crap. Kai, I went. You'll probably be proud of me. I went to Costco and I was playing around with PCs, thinking about, okay, can I buy a PC that I would like as much as an M2 Mac? Okay. So I'm just, because I haven't bought anything yet. And I'll take forever to go through this process. You know me. And I was playing around with the pretty high end. They run about $1,200 to $1,500, the laptops with pretty good size freaking graphics cards in them, like 4060s.
Yeah.
A 16 gig with a 4060 in it is about $1,500.
You mean some that could actually handle the workload you put on it
Oh
and
yeah,
don't
32
go.
gig. Yeah, 32 gigs of RAM, 4060 with, I could have freaking 8 screens. I was just surprised. I was just looking through the price, and I was looking at it, and I was like, "Wow, this is pretty good." And I forget what the computer was. It was probably a I don't know what they were. I don't know what the brand was, but I was keeping my mind. I say I gotta have an open mind here, because I know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to.
Well, your mind's always open. It's a freaking pocketbook that ain't.
That's open for the right
Open
thing.
your pocketbook and actually,
I did.
invest a few dollars.
3 years ago, I opened it for this thing, and then 3 years later, okay, I opened it for this thing.
Yeah.
And to be quite honest, when I had these going on in the desert, you saw the video where I'm sitting there with both of them on. Most of the time, my old one looked better than the new one. I was like, gosh, how can I make a video when my Pocket 2 is actually outperforming my Pocket 3? I'm just doing this, and I didn't know until I went and looked at the video. But I don't know how to set this up yet. I probably had some goofy ass settings on it. But this thing is, like I said, I take it out and I do that. I turn it on.
Well,
And then I hook up the mic.
you'll have to watch the Danker a little bit more. And
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go and I'll definitely, because there's certain settings, but that I need to have set up for where I'm at, But yeah, it was just like, because when it looked like it was overblown. Like the other one didn't blow out because it's really bright. The biggest problem probably is because I need an ND filter, or I needed to turn uh, the ISO down. But which an ND filter would help. But yeah, as they say, what's the best camera? The one that you have with you. Exactly. But I'm going to get this. I remember when I first got the Pocket 1, and then I went to the Pocket 2. I had the same growing pains, same thing. Oh, it's here comes the call.
oh, here's the taco call. Here comes the St. George dinner bell. Boy, you better get your butt on down here, or we're gonna eat without you. Yeah, she's giving him the riot act right now.
No, she gave up on me too fast.
She gave up on you too fast.
Yeah, she I know what the call's about. They're 10 minutes late. And I got see, on Taco Day, I've got time, because when I get there, my father-in-law is usually sitting there with a shell, and then my mother-in-law is waiting, and then there's a lineup, and then my son's probably sitting down eating already. So there's a order of things.
Yeah, well, your son is probably going for the second round before you get down there.
He had the day off today, so he's been applying for jobs. He said he had an interview today, which is good. It's just hard. The job market just is not moving. And he's trying to get a financial analyst job, and they're just about it's like trying to find a unicorn that'll pay him amount. So anyway, I think he interviewed with a insurance company today, and they just, nobody wants to pay anything, and it's tough.
Well, actually, no, Chris didn't get locked up in the basement. It's Halloween tonight, so we need him for the freak show.
I gotta. Hey, I should video people as they come to my door. Set the Pocket up and do random freaking.
You got a Ring doorbell. You don't need no.
That's true. Oh crap, that's gonna go off all freaking day today. That's right.
Yeah, you might want to put that on hold or something.
Well, the next week the time changes again. When are they gonna freaking figure that out so we don't have to deal with this crap?
I thought they got close to voting on it, and then
Well, they're too retarded right now.
All right. Well, you got to go get your tacos. I want to get my dinner myself too. I'm hungry.
Yep.
So y'all, everybody, we'll do it again next Tuesday.
Yep. Hopefully we'll have maybe some more info. Maybe we'll get a little taste of some of the future coming up here. I'm excited to get
hopefully I get a notification that the goggles shipped.
Yeah, DJI should be out of steam right now. They put out a lot of products, so I mean they're going to give me a break.
Next they're putting out this enterprise thing,
right?
And then we still haven't seen the Mini 3 Pro SE.
That'll be spring.
Okay.
When they put the 1-inch camera on then the 1-inch Air 3.
And then we need the Air 3S.
Yep.
And then comes the which is the next iteration of the Mavic 3 now. So we had the Classic, we had the Pro, we had the Plain.
Mavic 3.
We get a Mavic 3 SE yet?
Mavic 3, yes, minimal. Mavic 3 mini. Mini. Mavic 3 min. Yeah, SE, it'll be the SE version.
No, it's going to be the Mavic 3 FBE.
Yeah.
Fanboy edition.
Dad Random edition. You're going to make 2 of them and charge twice as much. All right. Okay, we're all
we got the Avata 2. We'll have new FPV goggles coming.
I'm ready for FPV. I've done enough GPS flying. It's time for FPV. I need some freaking immersive flying. I'm ready for that. Let's do it.
Yeah. No.
Nobody wants it. Nobody wants a DJI immersive flight, but I'll whatever. But they're going to make me buy new goggles. Damn it.
Get Mr. Croc packed up and get him here.
And I can fly Mr. Croc with the. I haven't flown Mr. Croc with the goggles yet. With my goggles too yet.
Well, before that, we'll have to do some upgrading on it. So, but get it over here so I can put it back together.
Maybe I'll find an air unit, a O3 air unit to put on it, but we don't have any way to stabilize it. That's it, right?
No.
All right, we won't mess with that.
All right, y'all. We'll see you next Tuesday, same time, same place. Any more words of wisdom from Mr. Dan?
No, very little wisdom coming out of my mouth lately.
Okay. Well, if you ain't got nothing to say, I don't have nothing else to say.
Get a Pocket 3. They're awesome.
Well, we'll just say goodbye and until next week. And until then, y'all take care.
See you. Bye, Kai.
Bye. Is it working? Maybe? No. Is it even stopping?